Hello, everybody. How are you today? How are you today? So it's still about Sammie Okposo. We still mourning our beloved brother, minister of God, and Buchi who is a Nigerian reggae gospel artist. He is a minister of God, and he is, of course, a colleague of Sammie Okposo, and a very close one at that. They have been friends for a very long time, and Buchi shared a post on his IG about his thoughts and everything. So I'm just going to read through what he says. Why haven't you made a post for Sammie since he passed? So this is like his heart talking, right? Like what he's talking to his own self. Then he went on, he said in quotes, he said, Sammie will not see this post has been my answer to this question. Several times lately, that's the aspirating thing about these posthumous posts. They are not like birthday greetings. We are not expecting that in a few days. The guy would post a thank you message appreciating all who took our time to felicitate with me on the occasion of my passing. Blah blah blah. So and the quote ends there. So it comes back to us to say, let me share with you instead what I said to Sammie in one of our conversations. And I'm so glad and grateful to God that I was able to speak those words to him before he departed. So in quote, he says, God's trust war horse, weather beaten, rugged war horse. So this is what he told Sammie. So, normally when you meet a friend and you just want to hail him first. So he hailed Sammie as God's trusted war horse, weather beaten, rugged war horse. You know what that means. So he tried to, now tells us how his own metaphoric, how he sees Sammie Okposo in a metaphor form, right? Like God is a trusted war horse, he's a weather beaten, rugged war horse, So in every he's just rugged and all that. So he went on, I said, those were my first words as we embraced. At that, he flashed a generous smile. His brilliant white teeth contrasting sharply with his dark, more like black, bracket, open bracket close, more like black face. He said, God trusts you, Sammie. God trusts you so much. All these secular dealings and places when they enter, you have never hidden the name of Jesus. I have never heard that you got on any of those platforms and changed your songs. Now, so Jesus, Jesus, you dey shout. You are a terribly misunderstood person. I know say you waka rough. The last mess when you mess never smell finish, but na you then cash. No mean say na you do pass. No lie down where you fall. No lie down where you fall. Get up and move on. Many have failed God in many ways. Their failings may be in financial, sexual, or emotional infidelity, greed, anger, management, lying, etc., etc. People who God has shown mercy and spared. People whose shame the Lord has covered. People whose shame the Lord has covered are shouting for another to be crucified. Harsh judgment of our frailties. If you listen to the crowd, you may not hear God. Some people harsh past God. Some people harsh past God. I have interpreted with many gospel and secular. Oh, sorry. I have interacted with many gospel and secular musicians, and I know that too few are as humble, God loving, and man loving as you are, Sammie. I thank God for your beautiful heart. Ozioma, soldier on. So that's what Buchi actually wrote, no, about the passing away of his friend and brother in the Lord, Sammie Okposo. So Buchi here is trying to let us actually know a little bit more about all that Sammie passed through and his personality and what we actually think of Sammie that may not be right. A whole lot of times, we are not actually in these people's lives, so you may not really understand what's really going on. You just go with the news, you just go with all that. But that is still one thing that comes with being a minister of God. You're going to be judged, or a minister of any office. You are going to be judged in a very, very high percentage of what your office represents. So if you are a minister of God, there is this, this high morality that people expect you to reflect. So if they don't see that, trust me, and you know how it will go, it will not be nice. So that's why a whole lot of times, no matter what, we just keep pushing, but we should never forget that we are humans and we are not perfect. And these high places that we always go to or be with, definitely we have some form of dwelling on us, because it will not be too nice sometimes, because of the place you are and a whole lot of influences. So we just have to be careful. Anyway, I just had to drop this real quick about what Buchi dropped about Sammie. So we still about Sammie Okposo. So we should be kind to one another. That's one thing I've learned from what Buchi actually posted here. We should be kind. We should be more loving. We should be compassionate. We should just know that we are humans. You are not an angel. At the end of the day, after you preach finish, there's still just one thing that you're still struggling with. That's the human thing. All right. So drop your comments. Don't be selfish. Share, like, and be a good child of God. Bye.